Alright, I am responding to Fat Dwarf's Halloween scary story thing. Back when I was a teenager, like a zillion years ago, I was, I think, 17. Well, there's this house. I live in New Jersey, and as you know, the Pine Barrens are in New Jersey, from Sopranos or whatever. Well, there's this house down there, and I'm not going to say the name because it's kind of not legal that we were there. But the story goes is that the family that lived there was related to the New Jersey Devil. That they had given birth to the New Jersey Devil or whatever. Well, one day, the father in the house went nuts and killed his entire family. He cut his daughter, I think it was, or his son, one of his children in half, put the torso in the toilet, and put the legs and the butt and the hips up on the back of the toilet. He basically slaughtered his entire family. So the big thing was everybody has to break into this house and see what they can see. Well, we all were like, oh, let's go and see what's going to go on. Ha ha ha. And it was, really, it's supposed to be funny. And I just had a really weird feeling, and I wasn't real happy about going, but, since I wasn't driving, I really didn't have that much of a choice. So we went, and there was a window that you could get into. Now, it was about 4 of us, and 3 people climbed in the window, and they got in the house, and they were walking around. Well, I climbed into the window, and as soon as I climbed into the window, I felt really cold. And it wasn't cold outside. I just felt really cold, and I looked around, and it looked like there was blood on the walls, but people kept saying, no, that's paint, but it looked like blood. And I just got this really, really, really creepy feeling, and I was like, I'm going outside, and I'm not dealing with this. Goodbye. So I left, climbed out the window, and I went back to my friend's truck, and I sat down in the truck. Well, 5 minutes later, I guess it would be my friend, what was her name, Jen. She came running out of the house screaming, saying that she saw something. Okay, so Jen comes running out, and she's totally freaked out, and I'm like, well, did you say? And she said, I don't know, I saw shadows. And I was like, well, are you sure you didn't see our friend's shadows? And she was like, no, because they were upstairs. And I was like, okay, fine. So I was like, well, let's go for a walk and wait for the guys to get out, because the other 2 people were guys, and guys gotta be tough, and they gotta see everything. I guess they were looking for the toilet and the body, not that the body would still be there. But so we started walking around the graveyard that was right by the house, and these graves were from the 1800s, which in itself is kind of freaky because I've never seen graves that old before. But then I started seeing things out of the corner of my eye too, and I was like, what the hell is this? So I decided, I need to go back to the truck because I don't like to mess with the spirit world, and if they leave me alone, I'll leave them alone, and we're cool. So the guys come right out, and they say the same thing, but they saw shadows, and it looked like the walls were bleeding. So that was actually kind of scary, and we never went back to that house again. And anytime any of us even mentioned it, we just stopped talking. We wouldn't even talk about it. Then there was this other time, there's this thing called the Echo Ghost. And supposedly a little boy was playing basketball on the street down this road. It's a real dark road, and he got hit by a car and he died. Everybody I know in New Jersey, and South Jersey at least, everybody has tried to see the Echo Ghost. So one night, me and my friend Beth Ann, my friend Sue, and my friend Beth Ann's boyfriend at the time, Shannon, decided we were going to go see the Echo Ghost. Once again, not my idea of a good time. So we went, and Beth Ann and Shannon were in the front seat, and my friend Sue and I were in the back seat. Now, Sue and I we feel the same way. So we were kind of like hugging the floor of the back seat. Well, as we were driving away, after Beth Ann and Shannon got out of the car and sat there like nutballs, we were driving away, we felt something kick the car, and there was a dent in the car that was not there. So, needless to say, we never went to go see that ghost again. And if you look at some of my old videos, you'll see how like my parents' house had an exorcist done, and how my mom had a psychic in and said that somebody died a horrible death in the hallway bathroom. I believe in spirits, and I believe that they just should be left alone. I don't understand ghost hunters. I just think that some things are better left alone. So, those are my stories, and that's it. See you later.